submitted for your approval. A young man whose life feels cold and impersonal. Everywhere he looks for a human face, he sees a cold black mirror staring back. The consequence of allowing technology to rule your life. To pass the time, the subject of our attentions listens to voices from the great beyond, preserved in a vinyl cage. Though even this is considered odd by the masses, who would prefer to hear machines recreate those voices to make a quick buck. Now, to emphasize my point, to push my product, I'd like to take you on a journey. You're traveling to another dimension, a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension of sight, of sound, and of mind. And it is an area as boundless as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between science and imagination, and lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. There's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop? Well, it appears you're already there. Now I'll open the door with the key of imagination. Beyond that we find a future, a possibility, a nightmare. A world which has one interest in life, and that's technology. One preoccupation, the workings and continued use of technology. One desire, the improvement of technology. And one overriding issue in its society. That if the technology should stop, well, society would not be able to continue without it. But we are not through the door yet. The world I just described was our own. Case in point, feel in your pocket. Inside there you will find some technology. A device which rules over your life without you even realizing. A device which you look at every day instead of looking into the eyes of the ones you love. And even when you do that, more often than not, it's through a screen. A video call to replace human contact. But that is not all that's wrong with the society in which we live. Relationships form from a computer, music from an automaton, phone calls from a calculator, childhood play from a contraption, television from an appliance, pornography from a gadget, bank robbery from a laptop. Even something as normal as a smoke has been replaced by a device. But step with me now through the door. Witness a world very like our own. At 8 o'clock in the evening, an ordinary city with ordinary people, in an ordinary world, in an ordinary theater. But something out of the ordinary is about to happen. For some reason we will not dwell on here. All the technology ceases to function, which, for our purposes, we will call Act 1, Scene 1 of humanity tearing itself apart. For if you really think about it, how many of you know how to prepare a chicken to be eaten, how to grow crops, how to start a fire, how to keep yourself entertained for a full day without spending hours of it watching Netflix? All of us are alive, but how long has it been since any one of us really lived? The day the machine stopped was the day the bipedal creatures with their heads too small for their bodies, known as man, ceased to be the top of the food chain. The only reason we ever were was our brains. We created weaponry and outsmarted other creatures. We built huge towers of technology to keep ourselves safe. Without that, all of man's natural predators have free reign. Bears, wolves, lions. Even a fox could be deadly. A portrait of a world caused by our over-reliance on technology. We have become comfortable, complacent. The natural world has not. But this is not a call to arms, just a friendly note to be wary. For it's not too hard to imagine the world in which we live now being featured as a warning on The Twilight Zone.